Hi friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Infraspace. Unconventionally, I've left the bloopy music on in the background because I wanted to. I quite liked it. It's just blooping away. It's quite atmospheric. Hopefully you can make out just enough of it to... Anyway, I'll move on. It's a brand new in-space city builder with logistics and whatnot game. It's kind of Factorio but as a city, sort of, kind of. I've played about an hour and a half and now I'm going to start again. You've got two settings to play with. Difficulty, transport difficulty. Alright. So here we are on the planet. I've zoomed out a little bit, but we'll have a bit of a zip around here. I have a feeling it's going to chuck a tutorial at me again, but it might not do. We'll see. Anyway, all of these little clustery bits here, they're resources. There are no aliens or adversity that I have encountered so far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Now, it's an early access game, so frankly, anything could occur further down the line. What it does do, though, when you first load it up, and it gives you the tutorial kind of tips pop up, because it hasn't done it this time, you're right next to an iron place, and so your assumption is, oh, I should build here. Don't. It's a terrible place to build. Getting your initial buildings fairly close together is pretty important to develop quickly. The thing is, you don't actually need to develop that quickly. There is no real hurry that I've discovered so far. Anyway, this game is made by the same people, Dionic. I think they're Dionic. It's something along those lines. Dionic Games software. You know, insert random games company second word name here somewhere. They made Founder's Fortune, which was a game I absolutely loved, but that very few people watched, sadly. So, I mean, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Anyway, so we've got concrete is our building material, and that's, hang on, I have to cancel that. That's down here in this tiny little box at the bottom corner. 392 concrete. Steel I'll use in a bit. Then you've got power. Then you've got the amount of population you've currently got and the jobs available and the amount of housing that you have. Okay, so far, so good, so straightforward. Let's get our sulfur mine on the go because we're going to need that to make more concrete. Concrete, yeah. And we'll also put a whatnot next to that. We'll grab the sand out of there and that will make for quite a busy junction. Now, the roads are all important. I've not got that far into the game and I have already detected that the roads are very important. I suspect very strongly that they'll get snarled up with traffic in no time at all. But one important thing, if you place your factory close to the thing that it needs, you get a production bonus, so it produces quicker. So this kind of format early on, see, my concrete factory here is going to run at 116% because it's getting 8% from both of these. But I haven't got any power, so I'll fix that post-haste. Slap that in here. I love the way that I've made that road beautifully perpendicular at 90 degrees. I think I've done that flawlessly. Anyway, slap that in there. And they should all pick up as soon as I plumb in a power line. It won't just pick it up off the basic. There you go, try that. No, you see, you've now denied that access to the road. I'm going to have to bulldoze it. All right, okay, that's okay. It's all right. No, I don't want to bulldoze a wind turbine. I want to hit that. No, wait till it's highlighted. Cancel all this business. Thank you. Right, give me that. No, that's not. Why not? Why are you giving me the problems? Oh, because you're not actually highlighting it. Okay. Well, that's going to be difficult to highlight, given that I've now... Oh, no, wait. There. Get it. Right. Let's do that again, only better. Right. Take a pylon from here out to... That'll do. Nicely. And then these lot will all start going, oh, yes, Guff. Getting busy. Now, he's going, I'm going to need some gubbins, sulfur, in order to, do the business. And they go, yeah, no problem. They go, oh, I also need some sand. And you're going to go, yeah, sand's coming. And there you go. So every time this is ready to make an output, and when there's something waiting to receive it, it'll fling a truck out. Beautiful. Right, I now need somewhere to store me concrete, and I think there's nowhere better than right next door. Give me this, and give me that. We'll bung that in. Is there a bonus to be had? No, this is just going to be where it's shoved. Now, I'm more or less at the border of the map here, so I think I might... Now, I'm tempted to build it slightly further away, but I'm gonna plunk it in there. No, I'm going to plunk it right next door for now. Might as well. Right, next up, let's get the iron on the go. We don't need it yet, but it will build up a backlog of like 20 items. So that's it's no bad thing. Power will actually last you quite a long time. One turbine will power quite a number of buildings. A good length. A good number of buildings will be provided power by a single turbine. As you can see, I've got all this lot up so far, and I'm using 3 power in total. That one will take it up to 5. It's fine. That's not a problem. Hopefully, further down the tech tree, there will be something to replace these ugly power lines. Some kind of microwave power or similar would be super. Right, next up, habitats. Now, habitats evolve. This is where your people live. Oh, I know, it's surprising how that was very obvious. But over time, your habitat will evolve in accordance with how much you're providing them in terms of the kind of things that they need. What I've seen so far, though, is that they only receive items. They don't actually chuck anything out. They need some oxygen. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get an Atmo processor on the go. In fact, I'll stick the Atmo processor right next door for now. Is that a good idea? Yeah, because I'm going to need another one later for the research project. And then I'm going to... No, I'm within catchment. It's almost like I planned it. Once that's processed a little bit of Atmo, it'll bung it across the road and stick it in the habitat. And then once it's topped up on oxygen and survival food, it will grow to level 2, which will support a greater population. Alright, okay, all clear? Good. Right, moving on. Next, I need a spaceport. Spaceport is... That I have seen so far, that is purely for bringing in new colonists. But I believe you can also export goods on the starport. Let's slap another bit of road out there. I love it's instant. And that you haven't got to wait for some bunch of fellas to go out there and go, oh yes, we'll dig it up and make it work and all of that kind of caper. You're definitely going to want power. You're going to be griping about power in no time at all. Now, I'm hoping I can take a spur off one of these. I've not tried that before. Yeah, it looks right. Yeah, it's good. Yep, stick it in. No, you've collided it with the building again. Come on, son. You're better than that. All right, okay. Well, this is going to be even more. There you go. Got it. Now, kill. No, you've got to cancel everything. Cancel everything. Right. Then get your bulldozer. And then go wait until you've turned it blue. I'm not sure I can highlight it. Yeah, I know the building's colliding with something. I'm just trying to get hold of it. Oh, there we go. Kill. No, see, because you've highlighted it again. Now kill. No, you can't. Not going to let you. Oh, please do. Come on, I want to move forward to the next. No, just. Okay, in that case, we'll do it the expensive way. There you go. Right. Alright, that won't happen again, friends. I'll be more careful. There you go. Right, that's now up, and which means we'll get to see a spaceship rock up in no time at all. That'll be solidly good. There's a few, oddities. So there's a little roadway here that enters the storage hutch, but my flying trucks aren't using it properly at the moment because we're on a slight slope. I haven't come across any kind of terrain manipulation yet. Also, this sand drill's having a go at the road occasionally. Now, the road's only made out of gravel, but even so, you'd go, yeah, well, I'm not sold on that. So, any second now, we'll get a spaceship. Any time. You giving me a timer? There you go. 10 people ready to move in. Yeah. Upgrade your habitats to make the city more attractive to newcomers. Yeah, I will do, but we're not there yet. Well, I could just advance things a little bit. Well, it's either that or sitting around and waiting. There, yeah, okay, that's true. All right, well, look, I'm going to slap up a second habitat in there. That'll start getting oxygen in no time at all. But I also want to start producing food, which I thought lived in there. It does, it's that one. I've got to research it first. Then I shall go to the research lab, and we shall start with the research. Now, this is where I say it's a bit Factorio-esque comes into play, because the research uses flasks in the way that Factorio and then Dyson Sphere and all of the other kind of factory builder games have kind of adopted as their own, and go, no, we definitely were the first to come up with that. And you're going to go, yeah, were you? Oh, there's a spaceship. It'll clear off in a moment. I'll try and give you a view of that happening. But I'm obviously not prepared to wait forever. Actually, let's up the tempo. There's no harm in upping the tempo. Not that I've found so far. But I've only got, relatively early into the game. Go on, clear off. No? Okay, well, I'll just crack on then. Right, so that's my blue flask maker. Now, it uses iron ore, but it also uses oxygen, which comes out of the Atmo processor here, which is why there is a further efficiency level. As you can see, 108% because of the proximity to the iron mine. There's further efficiency to be had if I slapped the Atmo processor right next door. So later on, as I need more blue flasks, and you definitely will, sticking a... There you go. See, that was worth it. Yeah, later on, I'll do that. Yeah. You'll do what? I'll have the thing next to the whatnot. Good. Brilliantly clear. Also, why are you trying to explain this game? You never explain games to people. And go, well, look, I figured something out, and the game's not out yet, and therefore, I'm being nice and kind of giving a once over look-see, ooh, and all of that kind of stuff. People like that kind of thing. Now, you may ask yourself, why have you put that all the way down there? And you go, it's because I'm leaving room for a bit of expansion, you see? Yeah, I've thought through. I haven't left enough room, not even close, but I've left some room. So, we've now got our research lab. We've got flasks being produced. I've got 7 in stock. And so we now go over to the technology screen and we go, I'd like farming, please, because you haven't got any choice in the matter. And it goes, oh, farming, I see. Okay. And here come the little blue trucks carrying their blue flasks. And they'll all plunk in. Now, the advantage that this truck-based system has over the conveyor belts, I'm not saying it's an advantage, but the benefit you get is that it will only ship as many as you actually need. Right, will you let me? No, you've got to do things pretty much in order. Okay, fine. So next up, you're still in the tutorial at this point. It's just not giving me the tutorial tip stuff. It's just giving me the objectives. I think this is the last of the tutorial bits, which is a build up some farm. Yeah, no, you're not getting any love from anything by building the farms in such close proximity. So I think you could probably run a little road here and squeak them in. All right, done deal. All right, run a little road. Actually, run a slightly bigger road. Leave space enough to get another one of those in there. Right. Are you going to eyeball this, aren't you? Yeah, I am. Okay, it's that line right there. Okay, keep your eye on that line. I've sort of lost it a bit. Okay, well, let's go from here. Yeah, that's close enough. That way I can get a couple more habitats in here and stick farms down the other side, you see, and that will work out modestly. There you go. Yeah! Right, and now I have to satisfy the needs of my peoples until they upgrade automatically, which they will do as soon as we have survival food, which this bad boy's now producing, occupying my habitats. There goes one now. Someone's about to get their first delivery. And they're going, oh, yeah, great. Could do with some more. Yeah. And it's going, it's fine, I'm turning all of this guck into flipping food as quickly as possible. There you go. Because I've got plenty of concrete, because, I'm a wizard and have set it all up correctly to deploy concrete in a speed that is agreeable. That's all coming along nicely. There we go. Yeah. See, slapping the food in there, and this is going to turn into something ruddy majestic just as soon as it's got enough paste, one assumes. Maybe it's that slime stuff out of the Matrix. I don't know. Whatever it is, we're delivering it. There you go. One more. 55 seconds, but obviously we're running at an increased speed to increase this. Now, the first time I saw this particular mechanic was in a game called Caesar 3, which was decades ago, where you had to supply them with food, and they went, yeah, food. I also want olive oil. And you go, all right, let's have some olive oil. I go, brilliant. Could we have some olives as well? You go, yeah, and some pottery. And you go, flipping, it's just gimme. There we go, we're out of the tutorial. Right, so there you go, Habitat 2. Next, they need home appliances. Fussy people. Anyway, it's nice to see that particular approach coming back again. Now, I've seen it in other games, but I'm referencing it in this one. Okay, so next up, more research, and the ideal is I want concrete roads, right? Which is great, but to do that, I need green science flasks. These should not unlock at this point, because you can't get them yet. The little Twizzler at the top telling you what it needs. So we're going to go electronics, then green science, then steel, and then roads. Because that way, roads are great. Once you've got them, because this gravel stuff that we've got at the moment, these are gravel roads. I'd say they possibly need a more gravel-esque texture, but just take my word for it, I've been here a while. These gravelly roads, here come the flasks, might actually start upping my flask production as well. Because I'll be grateful for that when it happens, and I'll bang an Atmo processor in there as well to up the tempo. It doesn't up the tempo, it just does it faster. Alright, fine. I'll take faster. Faster's good. Alright, there we go. Super. Yeah! Right, we can make the copper mining electronics factory. That's good to see. Let's get green science booked in. Right, copper. Okay, there'll be some nearby. Okay, that's number 1, and that's number 2. Which do you like better? Oh, is there a number 3? No. No, you got uranium. Let's not muck about with that until they tell us to, shall we? Well, which way are you going to build the slightly longer road? What's this over here? That's aluminium. Is it aluminium? No, it's aluminum. That's American aluminium. Okay, fine. Right, give me a road, which we shall run next to yonder copper mine. Now, I'm rushing a little bit, and if I stick with this particular city, I'll rebuild these roads to be just a smidge straighter, or at least work along a consistent grid later on. At the moment, I'm quite happy just to kind of bash stuff in. You do have the option to build curvy roads like this, and one of the things that is cool, I'll show you because we've got time on our hands here. And actually, instead of doing that, get yonder copper drilling copper. Alright, there you go, have some of that. And he's going to need some electricals. I'm working it, I can see that. Alright, yeah. Auto placing of pylons, this is good to see. Going, yeah, nobody wants to have to manually place pylons. That's not listed in the rule book under the word fun. Right, yeah. Although, you know what? It can be fun. I take it back. I reverse my position. Placing your own pylons can be quite good fun. We'll stick this in, and then I'll show you curvy roads while we wait for things to happen. There you go. Do you need anything else? Yeah, we need iron. Yeah, you see, and that's why my iron trucks are all going to be trundling up the road going, flipping it, this is miles away. I'm not being paid enough for this gig. Also, you need another house. All right, I'll get that in, and then I'll show you curvy roads. All right, will you though? I don't necessarily believe that's the wrong place. Yeah. Do you want to see if this actually... Oh, you left even more space than you needed to. Well done. Good job. There you go. Bang another 2 in. That way we've got a smidge of future-proofing going on there. Right, curvy roads. Because they do something cool with curvy roads. Now, I haven't mucked about with snapping road angles yet. I will do at some point, but there will be others who can invest that much more time. Now, I thought initially that this would do a city skylines type thing, and you drag it out that way, and then you bend it down to where you want it. And I thought, great, I'll be able to do roundabouts in no time at all, because this is a game that really lends itself to roundabout type stuff. But no, it doesn't. What it does do instead, though, is it smooths out the corners as you make the thing, and so while that might not be a perfect circle, it's certainly good enough to serve as a roundabout. You know? See? That's quite good. I mean, it's an egg about, I guess. If that's a thing, well, it is, because I just made it one. Alright, you still need blue, which is iron. Alright, well, what's the ruddy hold up here, kids? Are we using it all? No, I got 20 in stock. Well, what's your flaming problem then? Get it shipped. Alright, where's my trucks? There should be trucks here. Because, you know, I know it's a long way. Incoming storage is empty. Yeah, I know. It's because the iron's miles away. You know what you could do? Supplemental iron mine. It's not like you're not going to need more of it at some point anyway. Okay, cool. Let's roll. Right there. Alright, flap that over there. Now, also, this is... you can make it out from the shadow. It's put in a bridge. But then when I lay it, it doesn't. It lays it flat to the ground. And you're going to go, there might possibly be a piece of functionality that I'm not au fait with on that front. But maybe it will come into its own later on. I don't know. Or maybe, because I'm building out a gravel, and gravel is not the most renowned of safe bridge-type structures, this is all possible, is why it's not doing it. Right, give that a bit of electricals, and then I'll hook this up onto the grid. You see, I figured it was about time we started up in the tempo in terms of power production. And it's all cheap, because it's all just made of concrete. And admittedly, I'm going through it, but I've still got concrete in stock. Now, here's another critical piece, and I haven't learned how to use it yet, and that is zoning. Is it this one? Districts. So you can colour stuff in as a district, or can you? Well, you can if you select the doodah, right? So I could make this the Sandy District, for example. And then I believe... So let's use our test roundabout. Don't believe, actually try it out. Alright, so if I... Right, so that's blue. Alright, and if we now... I want to select that. I want to turn that into a sand. There you go. It's got green arrow on it. What's it mean? Okay, drag the cursor between districts to create an export route. Districts without export routes can export goods anywhere. So you can dictate that one particular mine should send stuff in one direction to avoid trucks just aimlessly traipsing around the entire universe. It's kind of cool, but at the moment it's kind of what? And therefore I'm not going to mess around with it just yet. That's something to mess around with later. No. That's something to mess around with later. Right, what else we got going on here? Visualizations, all of that business. You've got graphs. Sweet. Yeah, you got, population, housing, immigrant rate, all of that kind of good stuff. Amount of sand. Groovy. Some sulfur. Yeah. See, you've got all of the usual business is here straight away. I think that, being as this is early access, it's going to be... Okay, we've got kind of the starting point of the game, and I tell you, it runs great. It's all jolly attractive, and it's very peaceful because no one seems to be hassling me for anything at all. And that's how I like to live. There we go. Green research packs are now available. Now, green research packs, as you probably guessed already, they need more. Yeah, but the real kink in the system is that your green research packs, they're going to need blue research packs in order to be made. And you go, wait, what? And you go, yeah, I know, right? So you stick that in here, and that way I'll get a little bit of a bump up from those two Johnny Blues that we've got going on there, and that'll speed things along. But we've got to get sulfur up there, which comes from, it needs electronic hang on, let's get the... You might as well give the recipe correctly. It needs sulfur, yeah, electronic ding-dongs, and blue science packs. Yeah, terrifying. And we're going to need some steel next. Home appliances can just flip in weight. My colonists should be happy that they're alive. They don't need to be spoon-fed any more than that. I'll stick in another couple because we're going to need some more people. I left that gap there deliberately. It's fine. Good. Right, and as you can see, the amount of traffic is already starting to build up. And as is often the case with these games, the traffic is being dictated by my need for science flasks. And you go, I mean, that's fine. I've got no issue with that. But it is very much, you know, your cause and effect is, because I want to do spaceship, more research, I need to do more science. You know? Yeah, it's all good stuff. Anyway, I'm Colonel Failure. I'll be back with a couple more of these to give you a taster for the game. Or a game taster of the game, which has a taste to it. I just want to get a nice shot of the spaceship, you know. You can press the get a nice shot button. There you go. Yeah, give me that. Yeah, give me. When I did this yesterday, it just worked. Alright, okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Nice shot of a space... No, that's a bad shot of the spaceship. No, what's going... Yeah, I'm great. I'm leaving. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you... Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm in the Upside Down. I think you actually are in the Upside Down. Subscribe if you like this level of competency. That does something too, but I don't know what. Shall we explore that next time? Yes. Cheerio!